Yeah, it's been a bit of a whirlwind 2 years. Where we're probably at this moment in time is probably where we think we've got a really good start. So in any job, it takes time to sort of cement your ideas and get to a place where you feel happy and you can go forward. Obviously, the success of the 4 boys in the first team doesn't half help you, but I think we're in that sort of position now to go and kick on.
You obviously got the new building just across the way there. How big has that been for you guys in the academy?
Oh yeah, well, it's obviously a huge difference because, with all due respect to the Porter Cabins, 3 or 4 were condemned. We're always running around, and we didn't have a facility to be able to do some of the stuff that a Cat 1, club needs to do. And the second thing is we had to have it. Under the rules of the audit, is that permanent buildings were part of the thing that you signed up to, and luckily we were able, with the support of the club, to put something in place that will make a huge difference for years to come.
And in terms of the 2 age groups, obviously today talk about the U18s, also the 23s as well. How do you feel their progress is going in terms of the league? Obviously a massive part of this is individual development, isn't it, as opposed to...
Oh yeah, listen, we're young. The team that's playing on a Saturday is predominantly under 17. We've got 5 lads that are just going to drop down for the Youth Cup. So we've got a lot of 18, 19-year-olds and 23s. I think when we get to 20, 21-year-olds, now bearing in mind that's an under-23 team, they're out on loan. You've got to make we look at sort of getting the lads about 100 games by the time they're sort of 20, 21. You're not going to get that in under-23 football. So the success of our team in terms of league status is probably down to the fact of what we put out every week. So just in terms of age, we challenge the players.
How big is the mentality of a young player, particularly if they are to go on to play professional? Because we talk about tactics and the first team and implementing their style of play, but individually, how big is mentality to make it a grade?
It's the most important. Yeah, X's and O's, and you never know about anyone until they go over the whitewash. And tomorrow night will be the prime example for that, because it's in a stadium, it's a night game, and they'll start to do things that they're not, it'll be about them, won't it? They'll try and do little flicks and tricks and have 4 or 5 more touches than they normally do, and that's part of their learning. So I think tomorrow the Youth Cup always tells us a little bit about them, and I think in terms of mentality, the lads in the first team are there because they've got a good mentality, no more than that. Is they're no more talented than the majority of the boys in the club. They just are able to put it together, and the moment they do get to play on the first team environment, when supporters are having a go, they're able to cope with it. So and that is inevitably why a lot of lads fail.
Let's look ahead to the Youth Cup then. Obviously Norwich won this competition in 2013. Norwich have one of the highest attendances for youth games, and that was in that Youth Cup run where they got over 20,000. So there's an interest in these parts for youth football, and that must be great for you guys. Oh
yeah, I think the supporters have got we're getting moaned at constantly about the under-23s not playing more games there. So but I think the key is for us is that it's because of the locality, it's very much a lot of the local people support the club, and they've got a real interest in youth development, as the owners have, to be fair. So I think we're trying to, and will do over the next period, to try and re-engage a little bit more of supporter interest in the, so we get more people to the games, try and get more games at Carrow Road, and just try and sort of get the enthusiasm for some of the young players coming through, and that'll be the next stage for us.
I suppose for you guys at the moment, given what's going on with the first team in the Premier League, and probably chuck VAR into that as well, this could be a nice tonic for some supporters.
Yeah, oh yeah. Listen, the Premier League is going to be hard. Whatever, it's hard for the top teams. It's hard for us. Yeah, we've got no VAR tomorrow night, so that'll be all right. Yeah,
look forward to it.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. I'm not sure about VAR whether that works or not. That's probably for someone else. But in terms of if we can get a good result and a good performance, the boys bounce in here on Wednesday, it just lifts the place. Same with when the first team win, the 18s, 23s, even the youngsters, they have good performances on the Sunday. All the first team are watching. It just brings that little bit of enthusiasm around the place. It's really important. So when one team's a little bit down, it's really important that other teams around it and people around it are up, and it sort of changes very quickly in football.
And just finally, the opportunity, if you do win this tie, to face Manchester United at home, how big of a carrot on the end of the stick is that?
Don't be too disrespectful of Lincoln, you know what I mean?
Well, you never know.
You know what I mean? So, listen, it'll be great. Listen, if that happened, it'd be great, but I'm pretty sure that Newcastle will be thinking exactly the same, home tie at St James's Park and away to go. So we're in the same boat. We'd love that, but we can't look too far beyond sort of 9:30 tomorrow night.